that word.
Decline.
Today we are going to decline everything. Decline. But first, you guys are going to want to go ahead and check out our morning intro because I tell you what, it's pretty awesome. Check this out.
Is it new?
No.
No.
Stay tuned. Welcome to the 863 Morning Show with your hosts, San Martin Rodriguez and Eric Knight. I was just looking at how you spell Prescott.
Prescott. And then people spell on shirts like K-I-T-T.
Yeah, I know.
Kids.
There is. Okay, so fun fact: there was this one time this lady that was a descendant from Prescott, and they called anonymously, and she was so angry that we were doing a outdoors in Prescott little like category, and she goes, "How dare you do that to us?" And I was like, what am I doing? Anyways, good morning, everybody. How you doing?
Good. You ready for the day?
I'm ready.
All right. It is Smokey Bear's birthday.
Who's Smokey
the Bear. Smokey the Bear.
Who's smoking?
With the National Forest. Smokey the Bear. He's been around a long time.
He has been,
All right,
man.
say one of the things he
How
says.
does he keep his youth?
I don't know. Say one of the things he says. Do it.
Wait. I was it was branded in me.
It was branded in all of us.
Say no to alcohol.
Nope.
And drinking in the forest.
That's probably a good advice, but that's not his advice. All right. His number one saying is, only you can prevent firefighters.
Oh my gosh,
Yep.
Eric.
Yep.
You know what? That was on the top of my. Oh, look at that.
Only you. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Prescott Trade. All right. And then Logan's saying no, I'm actually looking at the thing here, and it says the Smokey the Bear.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
So Logan, it is according to their website, the Bear. Smokey the Bear.
The Bears.
Okay, number 2. Always be careful with fire.
Yes.
I should have done these backwards so we could lead up to the number 1.
Always be careful with
All right.
fire.
Never play with matches or lighters. Or fast forward to 2023, torches or what is the thing Elon made? The not a torch or something like that. Not a flamethrower. Flamethrowers.
No flamethrowers.
No flamethrowers.
I was like, man, where are you
So
going?
we're going to add to number 3, never play with matches, lighters, or flamethrowers in the forest. Always watch your campfire and make sure your campfire is completely out before leaving. And number 5's like, well, duh, but I have driven up Thumb Butte after a weekend and watched campfires smoldering, and people are long gone.
Yeah, we're still on stage 3, right?
We're stage 1.
Stage 1.
But they haven't lifted it because we have had a horrible monsoon season.
A very horrible one.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to have more rain coming in like this morning, but
Didn't
we'll
happen.
figure that out.
Didn't happen. All right, we'll hit it real quick. All right, so real quick, let's say hello to everybody watching or the people commenting anyway. So we've got Prescott 365. Good morning.
How you doing?
Logan, good morning. He's reminded us it's also hump day. Brent, good morning, Prescott. Nancy, good morning. Prescott Trade. Nailed the saying, that's for sure. Logan's still saying no, there's a the according to their website. There's a the. Brent, only you can prevent. Yeah, Brent got it too. And then Gloria.
How you doing, Gloria?
Oh, it's a crazy, but you know what? Even though we did not get the rain, the weather's gorgeous.
Yes.
And I was looking at the next 10 days. Let's show them.
All right, let's do it. I'm actually sharing this to the other groups real quick, but I am ready to do this because I am prepared for this, guys. Guys, the Prescott Times website is freaking going awesome.
Don't forget the app.
Don't forget the app. Please
How
download
downloads
the
going?
app. I don't know. I have to go check.
Okay.
I know that we are working on the notifications.
I got one
You
yesterday.
got one yesterday. Did
Mhm.
you guys get one? I'm just trying to see how we can make it work more prosperously and more efficiently. Also, for you guys to see that the stuff is it's working. That's all we were.
Wait. Is that 77 right now, or is that 77 for the high?
That is 77 currently.
Okay, but the high is only 82 today.
The high is only 82,
We're
which
almost
is
there.
really freaking
Mhm.
awesome. And like I was saying with you in Amore, yesterday, that they were showing an image of the United States, and because of since August starts, you lose the most time in August. So
Mm.
basically, it's going to get darker, lighter, or earlier, and
Faster.
darker later.
Darker,
Longer in the
you
morning.
lose the most. Now I get what you were saying yesterday. Okay, yeah, you lose more lights and stuff, more light this time of year. What about those two hurricanes that were camping out in Mexico?
That's what we thought that was going to happen with actual the weather this morning. But as you guys could probably see right here, that it is kind of like missing us. Well, look at this right here. It's coming in. This is actually currently.
That's over us. I mean, it's overcast, but it's not raining.
Oh no, this is 4:30 a.m. Oh no, that just completely
Gone.
That was early this morning. So what you're seeing right now on the screen, if you can't see the morning time, that started around 4 a.m. and now it's going to, I think it's current 7:45.
I mean, it's overcast, but
8:25, 8:35, 8:40, 8:55. Yeah, so this is basically
it's over.
Yeah,
it's past. That's it. That was fun. Did it rain anywhere? Let us know if you're in an area where it actually rained today.
Well, I'm just gonna zoom out. Look at Kingman just like blowing up over there.
Right.
So yeah,
where is the hurricane?
That hurricane was supposed to come out of like California, the Baja right here.
Okay.
On the side, but
I just don't see it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Okay.
So
all right. Well, and the bummer is next week I saw it's gonna be the 90s again. 90s. So that means that this is a fad. It's a fad.
It's you talking about the early?
I'm talking about next week's going to be in the 90-degree weather again.
I'm gonna like that.
I like the 80s. We are due 70s and 80s.
We are.
Yes.
We are very due.
We are.
So you guys see the fire emergency that happened at Prescott Lake
I
Senior Living?
saw it on the scanner. What happened?
Yeah, displaced a few. Obviously, a lot of elderly for a good time yesterday or the other day. So. Anyways, some crazy stories coming out, but I think the biggest one that we probably should really talk about, which is in the headline, the 5-story building that is proposed to be built downtown. Like, do you have that little post that you had where it says that it was
the meeting?
Yeah, they wanted to go into the meeting to start the construction, meaning the demolition portion of it. Did you guys see that?
No, I didn't know that they were that far ahead already.
Well, no, they have to get it passed real quick, and I'm sorry, I was going to try to find it right here, but it's not like
Let me
top.
see if I can find the.
So, I mean, I guess the conversation as far as like having even the interest or the idea that this is actually going to be happening is kind of like one of those moments where you're just like, geez, are you serious, man? I mean, of all places to go ahead and put an actual building like that, it's like you should be able to think about it before you decide to do.
And I was kept thinking that I would be shocked if this gets approved. I don't know what the owners are thinking because nobody's going to really let this go through. There's just so many barriers. Parking. You've got the structural stuff, the historic value, the destroying of those businesses, the height. Like there's so many issues. I'm shocked that the owner keeps pushing on this versus selling it and.
Yeah, and just let it bygones
and going and building where they want it, which is down by the airport. But I mean, you never know. I'm trying to find the letter, but you never know. I mean, I've seen crazier things, right? Apparently, I feel like he may know something that I don't.
Well, the preservation committee is not going to allow it. I mean, first of all, it exceeds the amount that we have been limited to as 3 months. That's how you say it.
Spin it. Yeah,
you got to spin it.
I'm spinning it. I'm spinning it. I'm working on it.
I'm working on it. There it is.
Oh, I spin it too much.
Hold
on. Too much.
Your person. I bet you can still read it like that.
There we go. All right, let me share this out. This is what was mailed to me. So here is the official note from the city about what's going on here. Hold on here. Check something. Anyway, keep going. I'm getting there.
Well, okay, so the idea or the conversation is that it needs to be built with an actual same type of structural stuff that is made throughout the whole district, which is the Whiskey Row. It's very famous Whiskey Row, and it's supposed to be made with all that stuff, and it's not. It's not going to be made with that. It's going to be made with the new construction, which is not, what it's supposed to be. The height is higher than it's allowed in all of Prescott, Arizona. We're not supposed to exceed 3 stories, which this is obviously.
It says 5. I just shared it. This is it.
Yeah, well, they're not including the basement.
Well, it says request. I think they are. I think they it was originally 5 stories, not including
No,
the
we
basement.
remember
Really?
we actually had that conversation. Like at first it was 6 stories,
Okay.
and then you're like, well, they're not even including the basement, and that would have been 7 stories.
Got it.
So technically, what they ended up doing was they knocked it down a story that is above land. What do you call it?
Above grade.
Above grade,
Mhm.
and they ended up adding 2 more rooms. So,
So again, 55 rooms, 5-story boutique hotel. So I'm back to outside of all the other stuff. Where the heck are these people going to park? I went to your comedy show, right, on Saturday night. Man, that parking garage was loaded.
Yeah.
There was no parking downtown.
every weekend.
Where are these people going to park? I keep hearing the city for the last couple of years have said underutilized parking garage. Man, I have never parked in that parking garage and not seen it overutilized. People backing into each other, fighting over parking spots.
Yeah.
So 55 room, and then the other thing that's not missing here is they've got 2 or 3 100-person banquet rooms.
Oh yeah.
Where are they going to park?
Yeah, with it, once again, if you have that type of like attraction downtown on top of all the other attractions,
Mhm.
I mean, this is a double whammy for not cool. And I remember they were having a discussion a while ago during a city meeting, and the city actually was talking, and the actual workers came to the table and says, "Hey, we can't park downtown
Mhm.
because first
Yes.
of all, parking limits. You can only
Hours,
park
2 hours.
2 hours."
Mhm.
And so then they have to leave their place of business to go move the car. And they're like, oh, just go ahead and park in the parking garage. Well, that's fine and dandy, but then you got your tourism that's coming into parking in there. And then you sometimes during the week, they got the top story blocked off, so you can't even park up there. And don't get me wrong, I think that portion of the building usually stays empty throughout the week. And kids were just basically taking advantage of it, hot rodding through there, because they like it, because it sounds great. But anyways, this is not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Well, we say it's not going to happen, but I feel like we're missing something. Why do they keep pushing on it if we all know it's not going to happen? So anyway, here's the request. They want a demo, location 136, 138, 140. That's what they're looking to do here. It says, let's see, 1 week prior to the meeting, submit questions and comments, which means it's too late for that already, because those were due yesterday. Which is still not 1 week out, but it's okay. So you have to show up if you want to have a voice. Voting session will be held before the City of Prescott Preservation Committee, August 11th, which is Friday at 9 a.m. at the new City Hall, which is across from it's across from Chipotle and Walgreens and Sprouts
in that area.
That area over there. So don't go to the old City Hall.
Yeah.
And this is on the 3rd floor of that building. So, okay, that's what's going on there.
It's one of those things, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that having one of those buildings would be awesome somewhere else. I mean, just in the location, it's just like, dude, don't do it. And that means that everybody else is going to want to. I mean, Cortez Street, there's an owner on Cortez Street that is buying up all the buildings, and all he's doing is raising the prices and kicking everybody out. I mean, this is from my point of view, so don't put it out on everybody else. But I'm just saying that there's a lot of buildings that are getting bought that are getting people are getting pushed out, or they're having to pay more money.
Again, I mean, let's look at the big picture, right? Because people seem to, I think, miss the big picture. So the old City Hall, the people that are supposedly buying it, I don't know if that deal's still going on, want to build a hotel / apartment complex there. The other building, the other empty lot on the other side, is owned by a local hotel group, and they just passed the time to be able to build on it. So 3 hotels on the square, which I understand trying to modernize it, but what if we've got 3 new structures that the general public aren't going to be able to go hang out at? And then we're doing less events on the square. Why the heck are people going to want to come here?
Well, I mean, just think about the conversation of, those buildings just sitting there. because you actually pointed it out. If you drive out of Prescott Valley, the Best Western seems to be a little bit empty all the time.
Mhm.
But then the ones in downtown, I hear that when I talk with some of the marketing management, they say, well, we technically don't need to market because we already have people coming in.
Well, and then we're getting the Airstream Park right there, which is more. And then I've got a rental down the street, and I can tell you it is slowed down. I just want to know where the heck all these people are going to be coming from and why they're going to be coming here.
Well, the tourism committee, if you guys need to go sit on the tourism committee or just go listen to the tourism committee, and their ultimate goal is to spend the money that has been allocated to the bed tax
Mhm.
into bringing tourism here. And so they're soliciting like as far as China, like literally they're like billboards, like just showing up. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if friends are like, oh my gosh, I saw a billboard in a very far country. And I mean, if you actually hang out downtown on maybe a weeknight, you'll get a crap ton of people walking into the bar, which is probably Matt's. This happened a while ago, so I can't see if it's saying it's happening currently post the 5-letter death word. But I would be sitting there, and the next thing you know, all these people come in, and they're obviously speaking foreign language. And I met a awesome group. It's not saying that they're bad people. It's just more or less is that this is what type of tourism is bringing. They walked in there, and I think it was like 25 of them, and they're from Sweden. And they're having fun, having a great time. But this is what they end up doing: is they bring an itinerary based off of what the tourism committee has put together.
So ChatGPT, actually, I did it on a trip. You can actually say, I'm visiting this place. Give me an itinerary of things to do, and it will generate you an itinerary. Isn't that crazy?
Well, it looks like I'm going to start a new business.
Yeah. Somebody else was talking about doing the same thing.
I actually, with ChatGPT, I created a scavenger hunt.
I love that too.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just want to answer. I know we're not there yet because the Architectural and the Historical Preservation Committee is long before it. But if for some magical reason we get past this, I just want to know where the heck are these people going to park? And if we don't have places for these people to go, we need more bars on Whiskey Row, right? That's what the whole point is. Why are people coming here? Why do we need more beds?
I believe that Prescott has already built itself, to its borders. I think that Prescott was talking about buying some land off of Chino Valley, in regards to kind of like boosting out there at the airport area. And the only way that I could see anything working here is going up. And don't get me wrong, I see a lot of like those apartment complexes are being built, and those things right there alone were just like, well, I mean, even in that community that they have, where I don't know, I think I posted it just recently, and I said, hey, you guys can't get mad at it because you guys obviously didn't show up to when they were asking to build it. But there's a building right over there adjacent to the Granite Creek Park, and it's going to have 155 beds or something like that, 155 rooms. And then even in that little section right there, adding 155 rooms. And if you even times it that each person that lived in that home, because you're probably going to have 2 people living in that home to afford it, that doubles it up to 300 plus vehicles that need to come in and come out of that little location right there on Abajo and Montezuma Street. Like I propose to see a huge issue. And I mean, even if they are trying to travel through there, then they're going to try to travel down Hillside, which is not even a highway. It's actually a residential road, and that becomes a freaking highway. Well, and it's like,
I get it.
Geez,
I mean, so that rolls into Brandon Montoya's comments about the strategic plan, so we keep saying big picture. This is even bigger picture. Show up to that plan, because that plan determines where this building goes. And unfortunately, right now, we're just like, oh, hey, there's an empty spot. Let's build something.
Yep.
And that I've seen that in plenty of places, and that turns into a disaster.
Yeah. So we would like to go ahead and put Brandon Montoya's phone number and his extension number. So make sure you give him a call. He's the Mayor Pro Tem of Prescott, Arizona, and he would like to hear your voice. If you guys got issues or want to go ahead and bring it and present it to him, there's his number. Screenshot that. All right. It's going to be perfect timing. Guys, today is going to be a beautiful day. I'm going to be hosting or co-hosting for the first time PARCAS, which is Prescott Area Associate of Realtors, right?
Something like that. Prescott Area Realtors Association, something like that.
Prescott Area Association of
Realtors. I don't know, something along those lines, but they're important.
Yeah, they are. They serve a big entity, which is all the realtors. The realtors have to go and join the PAR in order for them to have their license. And they're going to be on once a month here at the Prescott Times, and we're going to be hosting them here at 9:35. So it's going to be live. I would love for you guys to go ahead and sit down and listen to who they are and what they do for our community and what they are doing in our community. That's going to be a fairly big deal. But I would like for you guys to also go back to the PrescottTimes.com, download our app in order for you guys to stay up to date of all the things that are happening. And also the notifications is what the whole reason of the app is for. So you guys can be notified and also alerted if there's some major incident that's happening. Like yesterday in Prescott Valley, something happened, and they're very vague when it says, watch out, do not go in this neighborhood. It's not life-threatening, but don't go in this neighborhood. I say, whatever, man. If there's a gun involved, there's going to be a life-threatening moment going on. I'm not saying there was like guns or anything like that, but whatever. It's going to happen.
Anyway, download the app.
Yeah, and also we are gearing up for some of the biggest events that are going to be happening here locally in the community. This one right here, we are putting on with a tribute to Green Day and Blink 182 over at Grant Highland Courtyard, downtown Prescott, Arizona, and also a Johnny Cash tribute band. And if you don't know about this type of music, it's just basically bringing a tribute to some of the greats, and it's definitely cheaper than actually going to the actual event. So guess what? We're bringing it here to Prescott, Arizona. And if you are a business owner, we would love to go ahead and invite you out to the Yavapai County Fair Business Mixer happening on August 24th. We are celebrating 110 years of them being a part of our community and all of Yavapai community. We were trying to figure out if it was literally the oldest fair in all of Arizona, but as of right now, we haven't heard. So also get your tickets for the Grapes for Good, because it's for the good.
It is good. They were on yesterday.
Drink as you can.
All right, it's time. We gotta go.
Yep.
We're over.
I'm out.
All right.
With that being said, guys, peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. And remember, love always wins. We'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.